Losing your best friend can feel like the end of the world, but I'm going to share why it might actually be the best thing that ever happened to you. Losing a best friend is a unique kind of pain. It's not like losing a family member or a romantic partner, but it's just as devastating. It's like losing a part of yourself. You've shared so many memories, inside jokes, and experiences with this person that it's hard to imagine your life without them. It's like a piece of your heart is missing. The thought of having to find new people to hang out with, to talk to share your deepest secrets with, is exhausting. You feel like you're starting from scratch, like you're back in high school trying to find your tribe. It's a huge emotional weight to carry, and it can be overwhelming at times. The biggest challenge is figuring out who you are without your best friend by your side. You've spent so much time being best friends that you've lost touch with who you are as an individual. You've lost your sense of identity, and that's a scary feeling. When you lose a best friend, you're forced to confront the harsh reality of your own loneliness. You're forced to sit with your own thoughts, your own feelings, and your own desires. It's uncomfortable, it's painful, and it's necessary. You start to realize that you've been relying too heavily on your friend to make you happy, to make you feel complete. You start to understand that your happiness, your fulfillment, and your sense of purpose come from within. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the truth. You start to feel a sense of grief, like you're mourning the loss of a relationship that was once so dear to you. You feel angry, you feel sad, you feel confused. You feel like you're stuck in this limbo, unsure of how to move forward. The changed social dynamics are also a huge challenge. You're no longer the dynamic duo that everyone knows and loves. You're now a solo act, and it's awkward. You're not sure how to navigate social situations, how to make new friends, or how to fit in. You start to question your own worth, your own value as a person. You start to wonder if you're even likable, if you're even worthy of friendship. It's a dark place to be in, but it's a necessary step in the healing process. You start to feel like you're losing your sense of belonging, your sense of community. You're no longer part of the cool kids club because your best friend isn't by your side. You're now on the outside looking in, and it's a lonely place to be. As time goes on, you start to realize that you're not alone. You start to see that other people have gone through the same thing, and they've come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. You start to understand that losing a best friend is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It's not a reflection of your abilities, your talents, or your quirks. It's simply a reflection of the impermanence of life, of relationships, and of friendships. You start to feel a sense of acceptance, a sense of peace. You start to understand that it's okay to let go, to move on, and to start anew. You start to see that this experience, as painful as it is a transformative one. I remember when I lost my best friend. It was like my whole world came crashing down. I felt like I was stuck in this never-ending cycle of grief, anger, and sadness. But as time went on, I started to see things differently. I started to see that this experience was an opportunity for growth, for self-reflection, and for self-discovery. I started to focus on myself, on my own desires, my own passions, and my own interests. I started to pursue new hobbies, new friendships, and new relationships. I started to see that I was so much more than my friendship, that I was so much more than this one person. Losing my best friend was one of the hardest experiences of my life, but it was also one of the most transformative. It forced me to confront my own fears, my own doubts, and my own limitations. It forced me to grow, to adapt, and to evolve. As I look back on that experience, I realized that losing my best friend was the best thing that ever happened to me. It was a wake-up call, a reality check, and a push in the right direction. Losing a best friend is a journey of self-discovery, of growth, and of transformation. It's a journey that's painful, that's difficult, and that's necessary. It's a journey that will make you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. So, if you're going through the pain of losing a best friend, I want you to know that you're not alone. I want you to know that it's okay to feel the pain, to feel the grief, and to feel the sadness. But I also want you to know that it's okay to let go, to move on, and to start anew. In the comments below, I want you to share your own experiences of losing a best friend. How did you cope? How did you heal? What did you learn from the experience? And if you want to learn more about personal growth, about self-awareness, and about transformation, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing more tips, tricks, and strategies for living your best life.